Hello and welcome to this edition of Big Scott 35 Cards, where today we're going to be going over some items from Topps.com, mainly Pete Alonso, and also we'll be going over some items I got from the LCS and be putting Philmington's theory to the test. Let's go in and take a look and see what I got. Welcome back to Big Scott 35 Cards. Today we're going to be doing, like I said in the opener, some Topps.com, eBay, and I'm going to test Philmington's theory that I watched on a YouTube video either last night or the night before. And I'll talk more about that when I get to that part. But I want to start off. As a Mets fan, it's been a couple of days. I had to let the season sink in a little bit. But Topps Now did a great job of celebrating kind of the count up to home runs for Pete Alonso. This was the 52 card with him and Judge. And here is the 53 card. And also, I believe this was the week, and I'm waiting for that to come in. Actually, I got these in just today, and I was going to do the video regardless because I did have a couple of other Pete Alonso's now cards. This is celebrating his walk-off walk. First rookie. He has a lot of first rookie stuff. First rookie since 1938 to set a club home run record. And first major league rookie ever to reach 50 plus home runs, 30 plus doubles. And I've been watching a lot of videos of different people in the hobby and outside the hobby talking about the awards. In my 2 cents, he shouldn't win the MVP, but he should be at least in the discussion for it. I don't know why he's not in the discussion. I know there's been a lot of great ball players this year, but man, he carried their offense through the most of the season. So, and if McNeil wouldn't have had some injuries this year, I think he would have been right there in a rookie ballot and with him. And he still should be talked about. Staying with the Mets, just another Nile car. Conforto with 2 home runs, Nemo with a walk-off walk. And to keep the Mets' hope alive. It must have been a slow day in baseball for that day. This one, I got the one when he threw his no-hitter, but this is the one with 3,000 career strikeouts for Verlander. He's not exactly a PC, but I've talked about it before. I collect players that are from Virginia or played for the University of Virginia. And he's from Virginia. He actually went to Old Dominion University, ODU. And, yeah, so I always follow him, and I hope he does well in the playoffs, pulling for him in the American League. And then I got with this, I actually got this in a pack of cards, scratched it off, and it had no number on the back, or I scratched the number off, but I couldn't see a number anywhere. And I actually sent them an email. They told me to mail it in to them. They sent me an address, which has an address on the back, but they sent me another address, and I got this back in the mail a couple of days ago. It does have a ding on the corner there. I'm just going to let it go. I mean, it's pretty significant there that that's the way, that's the way I got it. But, I wasn't really pressed too hard. It's, most likely going to go on eBay eventually sometime. I don't collect the Mariners, and I don't see me falling in love with this player. So, but yeah, I just want to get it because just was wondering how testing the Topps services, basically, is what I was doing. And by the way, I'm trying to do another setup. It's been over a year doing videos, and I'll never get it right. Trying to knock down, with all this plastic and everything, I am trying to knock down as much glare. My last video was emotional for me to make, and it didn't turn out very well, so I got even more upset about that. And I'll just finish up with the rest of what I got from Topps. This is a Throwback Thursday, American Sluggers, Yelich, Trout, Pete Alonso, Cody Bellinger. So you know why I got it, because of Pete Alonso, but it's got some great players. Ronald Acuna, Gleyber Torres, and then here is my Star Wars that I always pick up. Getting close, in a little over a month, I believe, for the movie. I picked up a couple of Star Wars games today, some older ones. Legos games. And these are the newer movies, so, you know, this is actually, I take it back, this is Shakti, one of the characters from Clone Wars. I was thinking of somebody else when I first picked it up. Clone Wars, the cartoon was great. I believe they're bringing it back another season when they do Disney Channel. I ain't even going to try to say that name. Tali Elantra. And of course Darth Maul. And these are the living set varieties. And you can see I didn't have a lot. Really sticking to my PCs. I don't think I picked up any throwbacks for a while because of that. And you know, with the playoffs, I don't have any PCs really going into playoffs. If the Nationals win the World Series, I might pick up some of that stuff. And then here's my last box of Total, which will be the last pack that I picked up from them. Like I said, I told you I stopped buying it. This was back order for some reason. And I just got this in the mail. I don't have any idea what wave it is. Don't really matter. I don't think I'm going to get much. I've been kind of looking for Mets on ComC a little bit, because I think I'll probably get Joe Musgrave, Jack Cave. There's a Virginia guy. Almost definitely. No, I don't give like personal stuff on the back, but I'm almost positive he's a Virginia guy. Dylan Bundy. That's a what coulda, shoulda. Oh, there's something for the PC, for the book. Brandon Nemo. Garrett Cooper. Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Wright, rookie card. And Jeff Mathis. I have not, I mean, buying only one pack, it looks like you have to buy multiple. I watch like Mike O break open 10 at a time, like that, and it seems like that's about the only way you're going to get any shot at getting autos or colored cards or anything like that. My next thing is I made a stop to my well, I'll go over this real quick. I'm going to do the PC because that's part of what my theory is. But I actually bought a few items off of eBay. You know, I'm working on the Gary Carter PSA registry, several different ones. And so I'm working on the tops mainly, but I bought a few of non-tops, and I'll tell you why, because I've kind of made a kind of a boo-boo. And this right here is an 85 Fleer Mint 9. And I'm surprised it's a Mint 9 because the card itself is a little blurry to me. But man, the corners, centering for a 1985 Fleer, the centering is super fantastic. But that is not a great picture. That is not a great picture. I have one of these. I might send that in, because as great as a 9 would be, and I couldn't tell on eBay, and I hope it picks it up on the camera, but the picture's blurry, and I wonder if that's just all of the Gary Carters that are blurry. But it even looks like the Expo up here is blurry. But the centering is beautiful on this in the corners. It's a little off at the top, but man. So I picked that up, and what going back to my story was I've sent in 20 Gary Carters on 2 different ones, like 9 on one, 11 in another group. And like a dummy, I didn't write them down, which ones I sent in. I just grabbed, and I know they were all tops, but I'm almost certain it'll fill out at least the base top set when I get it back. But I know it was some stuff for also the master set. So, and I can't remember for the life of me what I sent in. So I'm kind of waiting on those to come back before I start buying some more tops PSA. So I've been picking up some of the other stuff. This one right here, you know I like oddball stuff, but it will go with the master set for tops. Because the next one we'll collect is probably the Fleer stuff. But this right here, it's a All-Star Game Program insert, hand cut. Never seen this before. I don't even know if this is on the master set. This might be something I need to turn in for that. But it's a mint 9. It got graded. And yeah, it's a card. And I was so surprised. It says hand cut. Usually with hand cut, you're going to get like, it's going to be a low grade, or it's going to be just authenticated. But yeah, this is very nice. So, and I just love it. As much as I am a Mets fan, I really like the Expos jersey. And this one here is a SSPC rookie card, 1975 Gary Carter, which I got this shipped for less than $5. I've seen it as high as $75 for a 10 or 9. A 10 was over $100, but I got a 9 for less than a $5. And I just think people don't know what SSPC is. They made cards for a couple of years in the mid-70s. It's a legit company. They have the logos. I mean, it's not tops. As you can see on the back, it's very generic. And I think that's another reason why people don't. They think it's just off-brand, which it is. But it's still a legit card. And this is one of his rookie cards. So yeah, there you have that. So I was very happy to get this, and I was shocked I was getting this, because I have come to find out since I started doing this, there's quite a few of us Gary Carter collectors, and when I started my registry, I started seeing there's quite a few on there. So I was shocked to kind of get that one for that cheap of a price. And I think the reasoning was I worked graveyard, and this one ended like early morning on the actual bidding. So that might have led to why I got it so cheap. Now I did go to my local car shop actually today, and this is one of the reasons why I mean, I like our car shop owner. If I didn't like him, I wouldn't talk to him. I spent a couple hours there. I also took him 8 boxes of football, 4 row boxes of football cards for him to go through, and hopefully I'm trying to get rid of cards. I told you I'm in a purge right now. So I didn't really want to deal with the football, so I just took them to him, and hopefully he'll take them all off my hands. And I'm not looking for a lot of money for them, so I don't have a lot of great football, if I have anything great. But anyway, he always has a stack. I haven't been there in a while. And like most LCs, when you start doing like what I'm doing, stop buying packs, and you're going after certain stuff, you kind of buy up the stuff they got. And I was just more looking for some of the stuff I already gave to him, or sold to him. But he knows I'm a Mets guy, and I like DeGrom. And 150, which I know, man, I can't think of his name, collects the Cabrera cards, YouTube guy. He collects this 150 set. It is a pretty cool insert, but yeah, I like the DeGrom. So add that to the PC. And then Clubhouse Collections, I believe this was last year's, yeah, no, 2017. And I might already have this one, but he always hooks me up with good prices. So I couldn't say no. I mean, I got that, those two, and all these. He had this whole stack of Cal Ripken Jr. He knows what my he knows what my PCs are. The 5 guys I collect, and so when he gets guys bringing in cards, he sets them to a side. And especially he knows I like oddball stuff. This isn't really oddball stuff, but I didn't really collect in the 1990s and early 2000s hardcore. And when I did, it was mainly Topps Series 1, 2, or Update. But like, this was a good pack of or good stack, because it got like these specifics. I don't have hardly any of these. So as many Cal Ripken, I have a book full, and I don't think these are many duplicates. I haven't looked yet to see how many Cal Ripkens are out there, but man, ain't no way I'm going to get them all. But, you know, and this is the best way to do it, even if they do get a couple duplicates. Another Pacific, I'm not going to go try to remember all the years, but it's more of these off-brands. It's not, I do have Topps, Donruss, and Flea in here, but it's some other stuff like Skybox. And, man, I just forget how good some of these, like Skybox and these Pacific cards were. I remember Pacific was very basic cards, but these are nice. Now this one's one that's Victory, but this is an Ultimate Victory. It's a chrome looking card without the etching. Very nice. You can see you got some glare to her. This one here was Aurora. I've never heard of this company. 2000. I didn't really look at the back to see if it had a parent company. It says Pacific Trading Company, so there you go. They got a parent company. And this was a very nice card. It doesn't have a lot of shine to it except for the name, but never seen it. Happy to get those type of cards in my PC binder. EX Cal Ripken, I've heard of this one. That's got some great sparkle and shine to it. I watched a Snoop video of his, Tony Gwynn's. I'm trying to keep up with him a little bit with the shine. Flair, which they made a bunch of stuff in the 90s and 2000s. The old Bowman. I got plenty of these, but you know what? I don't have that one. This was Emotion, Timeless Cal Ripken, 2131, and I didn't see what this parent company was. Doesn't really say, so I guess Emotion is a company. Another card I've never seen, so happy with that. Y'all go, man, he's got a YouTube channel. He's never seen these cards. Man, I haven't seen all these cards. Of course, I've seen Fleer Platinum. Fleer was probably, when I was growing up in the 80s, my favorite card. People make fun of their early pictures and stuff, and I liked them. I like the grainy, dopey pictures. Now, this right here in 95, when they started going through this paper, they really were hurting, I guess, for money, and they just went really low, and I wasn't really collecting a lot then anyway. And I'm sure with this Fleer, that's one of those little box sets that you probably bought at a Kmart or KB Toys or something. Yeah, this is when Fleer really started getting cheap. But I don't have that one. Fleer Futures. I don't know what his future is at this one other than retirement, but very nice card. Never heard of that one. Now this was Fleer Greats, and I'm pretty sure this is one of those boxes you picked up at a store. When I say boxes, I'm talking about like almost like playing card box, and it was, you know, usually a set of cards. And Yeah, this is 2001, so because I got a few of these Fleer greats, and I think I even got this Cal Ripken. But you know, to get a set like this, or you know, a lot like this, to get a bunch of cards I don't have and get one or two duplicates, it was fine. And he's nice enough to set them aside, and he's got like a little box just for me in the store for when the stuff comes in. 2001 Don Ross. And I do, you know, help him out when I go to card shows. I'll be going to a card show next Saturday, and I have a list of stuff that he wants, and if I see it, I pick it up, and he pays me for them, and either with, you know, a couple packs of cards or whatever, or cash. He gave me cash after the National, so that's what I'm going to give my dad's job. But Dad's going with me. So these are Don Ross. I mean, I'm sorry. I started with Don Ross there. Don Ross Elites. Of course, 2001. And I don't have... I got quite a bit of Don Ross Elites. That's something I did have from early 2000s. But I don't have these. Or this... I believe Leaf Limited, which is a Don Ross company at the time. And I believe I saw Snoop show yesterday, or when I saw the video, the Tony Gwynn of this very card, and it might not have been the same year, but it looked very much like that. And hey, I'm trying to keep up with the man Snoop. That's all it is. Ripken Preview, Ripken Jr., UD Choice. Now, I've seen these cards before. The preview was different. I have to look that up to see if that was just an insert or, you know, something they did. But yeah, I've never seen that before. Here's another. Here, going to Upper Deck now. Well, which I was already in Upper Deck, I guess. Upper Deck Retro. Baseball card collector. His wife would like that. It's really showing off his baby blues. Ovation. I like that. It's got the raised baseball on there. Got a bunch of those. I don't have the Cal Ripken. Never seen this Upper Deck card before. Really nice. And another Upper Deck I'd ever heard, Black Diamond. Really like that one too. A lot of shine on that one. And then we're going to get, oh, this is still Upper Deck Milestones. I've seen this one before. I might even have this one. I'm pretty sure I have this one. I don't have my Cal Ripken's cataloged. I have, in a roundabout way, my Gary Carter's, but not my Cal Ripken stuff. And I know I have this bunt card. Nickel card, but no big deal. I know I have this one as well, opening day. But to get these, I got those. So Topps 50 year. And I might have that one, and I might have this one. This Topps as well, 98 Topps. But I don't have this one, and I didn't even know what this was. It's a Cal Ripken MVP. Gives his MVP years, and then it like gives his rookie of the year, and it is a Topps card. I can't tell what Topps part it is, but it is a Topps card. 95, I believe, but man, it's really nice. This Topps Chrome, didn't have that one. Another Topps Chrome, also didn't have that one. Gotta like the chromes. And then we'll get to the finest. Still, all of them had their protective covers on them. And I believe I got that, but I will take as many of these. I love these Topps Finest. These older Topps Finest cards. I love them. I love them. That one's a little off-centered, but man, beautiful card. So that's all my Cals that I picked up today. I really don't go after them too much. When I go to car shows, I look for them in dollar bins and stuff and try to remember what I don't have. But I really need to catalog them and put them in my book, because I usually go after Gary Carter's and Mets cards. So, and this was the last thing I picked up, and this is going to be going, we're going to be talking for a minute about the Philmington thing. PGC, PremierGrading.com. He had this on the bottom of the stack, and as you can see, it's one that I already got PSA grade at 9. And I mean, I don't know, you know, I don't know why I got a 9 and not a 10. I don't know if that there, and it's on this one too. So, but this one got a 10 from this Premier Grading Company. Never heard of it. But I'm going to break this out. I got this today. He added everything up. It came to like 130 something. He sold it to me for 90, and I picked up a pack of something to get it up to 100 even. So I like even numbers for all of these cards. And I think he sold me this one for like $8 or whatever. So whatever it added up, whatever. But that's no big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack this out, and I'm going to take it back up to him later this week, because I'm going to send in some cards with him again and see what this grade comes back. I'm going to hold on to this topper here just so I can say, remember this PGC 10, and see what PSA grades it. I would do send it in to get it just put into a new holder, but that's another theory for another day, and I'd rather do it with like a Beckett one, because the theory for that is PSA always drops a grade because they want to show that they're a tougher grader or something like that for doing that. But the theory with this is just seeing what these third party or lower party graders, how well they grade. And yeah, because when I saw this, I go, what are you trying to sell this for? And he told me what it was, and it was just $1 or $2 more what I already paid for the other one. And he told me he had this, and at one time he said it was like $30, and I wouldn't pay $30 for. I would have paid. It was less than 10, so we were good, because just to get it out of this without damaging it is going to be the fun part. But I'm just trying to do this just for my own, just to test the theory. And I don't think it's going to come back at 10, especially when I pop it out and actually look at it under the Luke or whatever the heck it's called. And y'all know when I grade stuff, I don't necessarily look for 10s. I'm grading it for my PC, and a lot of it's stuff I popped out myself, and I'm grading it just for the holder and for registries. So with that being said, I believe that is... Oh, one last thing. I almost forgot. I was watching Eric in those back pages. He has already done something that I am working on, and I didn't know at the time, but he brought this out. Let's see if I can't get it on the screen. It's... looks like a book they handed out at a game, and it's sponsored by Surf, and it's a book, and it's a picture of all the Mets cards. I think it's all the way up to 87, and I wanted to thank him on here for turning me on to this. I think this is going to be a great help. It's great to have a picture to look at. I'll be probably taking this in my backpack when I go to bigger shows like next week when I'm looking for Mets cards, along with my notebook, so I know what I'm looking for. So that was a great help. I think I paid like $5, $6 shipped for that. And it was in perfect condition. The only bin that's in it is me opening it since I got it, looking at it. So I wanted to say that too. So with that, until next time, remember to like, dislike, leave me a comment, share, tell a friend, and most of all, please subscribe so you'll know when you get a feed notice when I put new stuff out. Hopefully I can put another video out before I go on vacation and go to that show. So until next time, get those packs out, get to ripping. See ya!